All right, crude oil goes into a deeper pullback, testing support. But before we go further, a quick word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by XNest, the world's largest retail broker, offering ultra-fast execution with no overnight fees. Find a link in the description below. This is Bruce for FXEmpire, taking a look at the daily chart for crude oil. So I'm going to back up a little bit. We got a breakout above the 200 moving average back here. We got a break of this lower boundary line of this large symmetrical triangle, a breakout above the top boundary line of the symmetrical triangle to reach a high last week of 80.76. That completed a 78.6% retracement and a measured move where this rally right here matched the rally right here. You could also look at this as an ABCD pattern, which I use the terminology a lot as well, but it's the same thing in this case. So we have two indicators telling us resistance, and then the market is telling us resistance by the fact that it has pulled back through this potential support line, finding support at the bottom line and this internal uptrend line. So it is interesting that it bounced off this line almost exactly. So the market seems to be recognizing still the line. So we'll have to see what happens next. This is overall bullish behavior, but it could lead to a deeper pullback before the bullish behavior continues. And you can see how just by the angle of ascent from this angle to this angle to this angle, crude may be getting a little bit of ahead of itself and due for a correction. You can also see the overbought moving back into not overbought. So we'll see what happens here, but I wouldn't expect a new high in the next day or two. I would expect some consolidation or a deeper pullback, test the key support levels before another challenge to the recent high. But before we go or stop, let's go into the longer time frame here of the weekly. We can see the pattern on the weekly, and you see a bit of a reversal pattern yesterday on the weekly that triggered today. So not only do we have a pullback on the daily, but we have a reversal on the weekly, also short-term bearish. However, significance of this trend line support, notice that the 50-week moving average is also at that area. So today's low is going to be key short-term, 76.15, and then let me just go back to the daily now. And then today's high, 78.32, is going to be the key resistance level because if crude can get above that price and stay above it, it triggers a bullish daily reversal after a short pullback, which would show strength. So we'll have to see what happens next. But again, I'm not expecting new highs in the immediate future. All right, that is it for crude oil traders. Have a great week.